And welcome back. Bruce Porter joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents. Good to see you as always.
Good to be here.
Are you ready for this week's?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Here's the question. I'm confused by the new Secure Act rules. My birthday is July 16th, 1949. When must I start receiving required minimum distributions, the RMD? Do I need to take it for 2020? I think first thing to do is explain what the Secure
I've never heard that term
I
until
hadn't
today.
either.
Okay, so in December, the legislators passed a new law called the Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act, the Secure Act. All right, so really there's three things, and it's a very broad piece of legislation. So it's very thick, it covers a lot of areas, but there's three main areas that it really focuses on, and that's what we want to look at. Modifying the RMD rules was a big one. Expanding the retirement planning access, so people that have 401ks, 403s, all that. And then increasing a thing called lifetime income benefits on retirement plans. So today we're gonna focus on the RMD rules because we're getting a lot of people that are confused about when they should start, if they should start, and we don't want to mess it up because there's a huge tax penalty.
Huge penalty, yeah.
So I want this guy to not feel bad because of all the confusion that's out there.
Yeah.
Right. So I also want this gentleman here, he needs to consider himself very lucky, all right? Because he was born after July 1st, 1949. So if we figure he turned 70 in 2019.
Okay.
So normally you'd be required to take your distribution at 70 and a half, which would be 2020, right? Right? All right. Now, because of his birth date, he can postpone, if he chooses, his RMD until age 72. So he doesn't have to take it this year because if you do the math on that, the dates, he turned 70 and a half on July 1st or on January 1st.
January 1, yeah.
All right. So normally the rule is the April following your 70 and a half birthday. So because he turned 70 and a half, the thing to remember, he turned 70 and a half in 2020.
Okay.
So if you turn 70 and a half in 2020, you have the option to postpone taking your required minimum distribution until you are 72 years old, right?
Exactly, yeah. Which is good to know because you might not want to take it right now
That's
for all
right.
sorts of different reasons.
Well, the purpose of IRA or qualified money is to generate income for the
Let
future.
it grow a little.
Yeah.
And so now when you consider that, he has choices though. He can postpone till 72. Now, when in 72, he would turn 72 in 2021. He won't be 72 and a half, or it's the April following your 72 and a half. So he could postpone to 2022. But if he did, he would have to take the required distribution for 2021, and then later that year of 2022, he would have to take another distribution because you have to take an annual distribution after age 72.
So you'd have to take two.
And in that 1 year, so you wouldn't necessarily want to do that because of potential tax implications, but you could if you chose to. And the thing to remember is that if you've got a question that involves these new rules, just give me a call and we'll sit down and walk through it specifically by the date if we have to, so that you know exactly what you're responsible to take out and when. It also brings up the point that if you've got various IRA accounts, rather than trying to manage this, people are consolidating to simplify. And consolidation of your IRAs is a huge point because it will simplify your life moving forward. And the purpose is to generate revenue into your retirement
Better
years.
to deal with one thing at a time than
Yeah.
multiples.
All right.
I would think so.
Yep, talk to Bruce at the Resource Center. If you have any questions, you can call him at 882-1800. Bruce Porter, thank you so much.
Be glad to help.
Always
Good to see you.
You bet.
All right, up next, our friends from Camp Barnabas are here today.
And they're going to give us an insider details on their big Campfire 5K coming up.
Yep, it's brand new. It's really cool. Don't go away. Ozarks Live will be right back.